Question and answer session from the Weekly Vedanta Class. Text: The Fall of the Human Intellect. Chapter 5, The Vital Role of the Intellect. Topic: Result of Non-Thinking. Reference: You need to wake up from this slumber. Start thinking, questioning, inquiring as the cause of all this strife and struggle. Examine the truths of life. Do not accept anything without reason and logic. The student's question was, what are the truths of life? So let's examine and find out what Vedanta means when it says you got to examine these truths of life. You see, in this world that we're living in, there is always two ways of looking at the same thing. The first way is the way that most people use to approach life and the world, which is to view our experiences of all the various facets of life with the mind without the application of the intellect, which means people are functioning on sheer emotions and perceptions. Now, when a person functions like this, what we know of life and the world is based upon what the world is telling us and what the world is showing us from an outside perspective, and not what the truth of that experience is inside. And unfortunately, if and when the intellect is not developed, we have a tendency of understanding life and the world based upon what other people have done in the past and what the world is telling us is about life. Very rarely would you find a person thinking independently and originally, to use his intellect to find out what is the truth of life behind their experiences that they are going through. Truth means something which is real, something which is permanent, something which is factual, that has a meaning and a purpose embedded in it. An everyday example that we all experience is our consuming of food. So one dish could look nice and could actually be tasty, but not really be healthy for us. Another dish may not look so nice and may not be tasty, but could be very healthy for us. Now, if a person is operating at the level of the mind, that person will not know what the truth is between these two things. These truths of life are in and around us all the time. It is up to us to make a careful observation and a diligent analysis of our experiences, to use this knowledge of Vedanta, which helps us develop our intellect, to dissect and analyze our experiences, to find out what is the meaning behind them. So, for example, what is the truth behind our getting an education? What is the truth behind our idea of work? What is the truth behind our concept of marriage? What is the truth behind our pursuit of wealth? So this is where our intellect comes in to find out which is real and which is false. This subject of Vedanta provides humanity with all the truths of life that we can learn and practice to make ourselves better human beings. Some examples that I can share with you here now is as follows. The world is not responsible for the type of life and the quality of life that we experience. Life is based on the principle of cause and effect is another truth of life. Love and attachment are opposed to each other. Happiness is internal, not external. So now, with this understanding, the choice is ours as human beings to either continue living in a false world or to put in that effort to discover these truths of life. Hari Om.